Hi, Jenna Bean. Hi there, sweetie. Thank you for joining me. Oh, that's okay. That's okay. I appreciate you just stopping by to say hello. I went on just a few minutes early, and I don't know if I'll have any moderators or anybody here tonight because I don't usually do this on Friday night. I just was doing it because of what happened last night, and I had to go off, and so I decided that I would come on tonight, and we'll see how it goes. But yeah, but thank you so much. I appreciate it. Just, even if you just stop by for a few minutes, I appreciate that. Hi, James and John, and yeah, thank you so much, sweetie. Thank you. Love seeing you here. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Jenna Bean, for sending me those likes. Thank you so much. And have a good Friday. And you said you're at work? Oh, okay. Okay. Hi, robot. Why don't I put my glasses on? You know, I do that every time. I think I'm going to be able to see without them. Thank you, Jenna Bean. Hi, Jimmy Jams. How you doing? And I love the tab. I actually am doing pretty good today. I don't know if were you here last night? Because yeah. I love Tabby Do. Okay. Yeah, I'm doing okay, Jimmy. I'm doing just fine today. I rested today. Hi, Richwood. Hi, Plum and Scotland 68. Rob Kahn. Questions for All. Jean Eskew. World of something. Sandy Kay and Larry Evans and Clark Knights and oh, I didn't get that one. And Paul. I'm trying to read your name there. Trapper Roach, something Trapper Roach. I'm assuming that means what are you doing? Well, I am doing a live, and I have apparently forgotten my box of tissue. Okay, let's see here. None of my moderators are here yet, so I will just take care of this myself. Hopefully I will have a moderator. I know one of them is working late, and haven't heard from the other ones yet, and I'm not usually on Friday night, so we'll see whether I have any moderators or not. Oh, well, there we go. I got D. Shelley Shell, one of my best moderators, so she will take care of me. Thank you, Shelley. I've already had to block one person myself for some not very nice comments. So there's another one in there, too. If you want to look, you'll probably see it. And Shelley, are you the one that called Brenda last night? I assume that you are. Oh, hi, Kelvin Chard 64. Thank you. Thank you. That's a very sweet compliment. Hi, Year Right 103. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, I figured you would have been the only person that either that or her niece Josie, but I didn't see Josie on last night. So I assumed it was you. You're right, 103. OMG, it's your neighbor. Yeah, I don't know who you're talking to, sweetie. I don't know who your neighbor is. Oh, thank you, Jimmy Jams 35, for following me. And usually I tell people to go to one of my last videos and comment the word live. And when I get a free slot, I will follow you back eventually, because I'm at the max of 10,000. And I have a bunch of people now that I have to follow back. But if you want to do that, I will do my best to get you followed back as soon as I can. But I don't know how long that'll be. So as soon as, what I do is when somebody unfollows me, and sometimes people's accounts get taken down and things like that, then that frees a slot, you know, for me to follow somebody else. So if you want to comment live in one of my videos, I will do my best to get you followed back. Just can't tell you how long it'll take me. Neighbors from hello, what? Okay, Shelly, Ram Jam. Do you see it right above your last comment? And I have a feeling because Shelly, you know, last night it started out pretty bad. Skip Schoon over. Don't know what that means, but thank you for joining us. Hi, Gina89. Thank you for joining us. Thank you, Shelly. Spark194. Hi there. 67 Pop 1. Thank you for joining us. No, Shelly, I don't know if I'll have any other moderators or not. Craig, I know he was working late, so I don't know if he'll be here. And I haven't heard anything back from my other moderators, to even Zach, to know whether they might be here tonight or not. So you and I might be all we got. And but I just wanted to, I'm doing fine, Spark194. Thank you so much. And Jerry Cantu and Ken Jr. Sorry, Ken Jr. I don't know how I messed that up. Did you talk? Hi, Boom Chocolate. Oh. Yeah, I can't even say that. Chocloca. Art Jordan Jr. My day's been doing just fine, thank you. Hi, Bye Girl 4. Thank you for joining us. And Paul JB. Thank you. Jackie Angel and Free G. Thank you for joining us. Dent Thompson and Brenda Shanley. Thank you for joining us. Hi, Chubar and user 6220 and user 5642. Thank you guys for joining us. Appreciate it. Did you talk to Brenda today, Shelly? Did you get to talk to her? Oh, you're Spark 94. Well, I'm glad you got to join us too. That's great. Hi, Lewis Gons 8. Thank you for joining us. But hi, Damien 044. Thank you, sweetheart, for coming. I think that's is that my Damon? I'm calling you my Damon now. Hi, Baldy Virgo. Thank you for joining us. And Tony 2Z. Thank you. And, oh, what is that? Carl Haynes. Thank you for joining us. And I don't know what, hi, Lucy Boff. I don't know what, oh, so I got it. I'm not real hip, Lucy. But I got you. What should I say? I guess I should say sup with you. Yeah, we're here on a Friday night when I'm not usually here on Friday nights. I'm usually here on Thursday nights, but we had a little mishap last night. So I thought I would come on. Hi, Jay Snake and Janet Power. Thank you for joining us. And I said, I get it. I'm a little slow with those things sometimes, Lucy. I'm not particularly hip. Hi, Valon, and I can't. Hi, Fawn Lewis. Thank you for joining us, and hello to you. Hello. Hi, Exxon and Ann. I don't know. Derek Duncan, thank you for joining us. Does pineapple belong on pizza or not? Well, I guess it depends on whether you like pineapple on your pizza or not. Some people do and some people don't. My pleasure. My pleasure, Fawn. And Vlad and Russell. Oh, hi from Wisconsin. Hi there. Thank you for joining us. We don't see many people from Wisconsin. Yeah, well, apparently you got one response there. Hi, Stefan. Thank you. Hi, sweetie. Thank you for joining us. Hi from LA. Thank you. Thank you. Glad you could join us. And Delaware, thank you. Hi, Diane. So glad you're here. We got Shelly. We got Shelly here. And we've already had a couple. So, but I will tell you that last night, it's no wonder that we had so many. I looked at the analytics of that 15 minutes that we stayed on last night. And yeah, I'm feeling significantly better, Diane. As I told you, and Shelly, I asked if you talked to Brenda. Yes, Lucy, I do. I have two birds. I have a cockatiel and a Fisher's lovebird. But what happened, I'll just go ahead and say this now. What happened was I had my second vaccine on Tuesday, and you know, a perfectly normal side effect of that is that I had a little bit of a fever. Well, because of medications that I take, it makes me real susceptible to dehydration. Now, I had been drinking more water than I usually do, and but because I had a fever, I mean, it was a little fever, but because I had a fever, and because of, you know, adding fever on top of the drugs that I take to, you know, keep water out of my system because of the congestive heart failure, that made me real susceptible to severe dehydration, which is what happened. And then the dehydration triggered my SVT, and because I was dehydrated, when I went to take my medicine that should have relieved that, it didn't work. It just kept getting worse. And they did all the heart enzymes and everything, and I did not have a heart attack. I didn't think I was having a heart attack, because actually my watch, if I have an arrhythmia, my watch will alarm. And if my heart rate goes over 150 or below 40, it'll alarm. And see, that's what it was doing last night, is it was going up in the 120s and then dropping to 50. That's why I was feeling that, you know, what I felt like is like I was being pulled under. Kind of, sort of like being on a roller coaster. Every time my heart rate would drop and go high like that, I couldn't get my breath. And it was causing me to have some chest pain and some pain in my arm too. And so SVT is supraventricular tachycardia. It means that my heart, what causes it is there's a defect. There's actually rogue cells in your heart that will cause your fight or flight mechanism to malfunction, and it'll cause your heart to race. I mean, I've had my heart jump as high as to 250 beats per minute. And I take medication for that. But sometimes things like becoming dehydrated or something like that can, you know, circumvent that. And, well, thank you, What for Fun. Thank you. I'm feeling pretty good. I've been drinking some coconut water today, and I had some last night. But what we did, oh, thank you, Play Hard for Life. Thank you so much. What we did is I got off the live and I called Zach, and Whitney, my daughter-in-law, was right over here by me grocery shopping. She had just finished grocery shopping. Hospital's less than 2 miles from me. And so Whitney came and got me and took me to the hospital. And I was there to about 1 o'clock in the morning because, of course, they put a bag of fluids in the IV, and they ran all the tests they needed to run to make sure they didn't have that I hadn't had a heart attack. And then they got, all the information to my cardiologist. And good evening, Ohio Lindsay. Good to see you again, sweetie. I'm surprised you came back after I gave you such a hard time about thinking you were one of my daughters or my son-in-law last time. Oh, I'm doing just fine, Jonah. And helicopter, thank you for coming again. But anyway, he just so happened that the ER doctor that I had last night, who was really, really sweet, he actually has SVT too, and he kind of went the medication route for many years like I've done, and he finally got a pacemaker. And he told me, and he was sending notes to my cardiologist that, it might be time for that, because he told me that getting the pacemaker really made a huge difference and kind of changed his life, because the medication that I take to maintain the SVT and to keep it kind of stable actually is what makes me so weak and tired all the time. So if I got a pacemaker and didn't have to take that drug anymore, I might have more energy, which would be great. But anyway, so that's what happened. Oh, so glad. Yeah. Thank you, Lindsay. Thank you, sweetheart. That's so sweet. But anyway, I thought, since I kind of exited my live, hi, Irish Jig. Good day to you too, or good night, yeah. Hi, Naz. Good to see you. Good to see you. I was telling Shelly when she got here, I didn't know if I'd have any moderators or not going on, on a irregular night. And so glad you and Diane and Shelly could make it. Now, Craig will probably be here. But, yeah, Diane, my mom had a pacemaker, and it was really good for her. My mom had a pacemaker for 20 years. She was actually, she probably didn't have it quite 20 years, because she was, or had it more than 20 years, because she was younger than me, significantly younger, because I'm 60, and my mom had a quintuple bypass when she was 52 years old. And not long after that got the pacemaker, and it did make a huge difference with her. But fortunately, medicine, especially when it comes to the heart, has progressed significantly. So I didn't have to have open heart surgery. I was able to get a stent. And I've had a stent for 6 years now. So, but yeah. But so glad that you guys are here. And I know I'm kind of I'm not quite as chipper. I don't think there's, Lindsay, I don't think there's much of a recovery time after getting a pacemaker. It seems like, if I remember correctly, there's like some setup, and I know you have to have it replaced every 5 to 8 years because of the battery. So it just has to be replaced. In fact, the ER doctor last night told me he was on his third one. And and a pace. Hi, Corey. Yeah. That's exactly right, Diane. That's what happens to me. If my heart races real high, like that's what was happening last night. I was feeling like I was going to go out. That's what was happening. And it happened. I do actually go out sometimes. Sometimes if my heart rate jumps really, really high, which we've kind of gotten that now that we've done my medication the way that we used to. I took one pill in the morning. And what they had me start doing a few years ago was cutting it in half and taking half in the morning and half in the evening. And then If I feel that coming on, and again, I have my watch, that's why Alexis bought me the Apple Watch, because it will monitor my heart rate. If my heart rate goes over 150 or below 40, it will alarm. If I don't respond to that alarm, it will immediately call 911 and send a text to Zach and Alexis. The other thing that it will alarm for is if I have an arrhythmia. That's why last night I really did not think I was having a heart attack, because my watch didn't signal any arrhythmia. But now I could have been in the early stages of a heart attack, because those other feelings, because I had the nausea and the pain in my left arm and the pain in my chest, and I also was having these cold sweats yesterday, and so I knew all the symptoms were there. I just, because I've experienced it before, so haven't had a heart attack before. So I have had one procedure. Well, I will tell you, Stefan's ticker, I was a little worried being in the ER last night. Now, I just got my second vaccine on Tuesday, part 2 of the vaccine on Tuesday. And so I wouldn't call that, I think there's about a 10-day period. But yeah, I wasn't real comfortable being in the ER. I can tell you that. It made me a little nervous. There weren't a lot, I will say this, there were not a lot of people there. And I'm sorry, 23 Faith, I don't do duels unless it's somebody that I've known for a really long time and am very familiar with. I thank you for offering though. But yeah, so I was a little worried, Stefan, I was. But yeah, so anyway, is what it is. There's not really anything they can do about it. Hi, Stephen King, good to see you. Yeah, Lindsay, I do live by myself, but my son lives about 15 minutes from here, and I don't worry too much about being alone and fainting. Because if I'm fainting, there's probably because of my heart rate going really high or really low, and so my watch will send an alarm, and so I don't worry too much about that. But good you could join us, Stephen King. Hi, Haze Flavor, thank you for joining us. And the topic that I had mentioned for last night, I'm not really going to talk about that tonight unless you guys have questions about it. And but I was going to say something yesterday when I was going through my old videos. Hi, Dee Dee, thank you for joining us. That's actually my sister's nickname. Oh, enjoy your weekend, Stephen. Enjoy your weekend, and we'll see you soon. We'll be back on Thursday again. Back in the rhythm. But anyway, I was going through my videos yesterday, and I found one of my videos was what do you call it? I don't know. I guess it was taken down, I guess. And I thought it was taken down because it violated if you can imagine me doing a video that violates community standards for any of you that have watched my TikToks. I've done a couple that I would call racy, but I've ran that past other people. They don't think they're racy. They were a little racy for me and out of my comfort zone, but not really racy. So apparently I'm not able to do racy. But anyway, I thought it was they were taking down. The community standard that I violated were child safety. It was something about child safety. And the one that it looked like it had taken down, I don't know if I'm sure you guys don't remember my TikToks as well as I do, but I had one of my 5-year-old grandson who, when he comes here to stay with me, I always put him to work. You know, he since he's been about 4 years old, he knows how to strip the beds and take all the sheets and everything and put them in the washer. And I let him start, I'm there with him and let him start the washer. Then when it's done, he takes them out and puts them in the dryer. Now, he's not able to put them back on the beds, but he'll learn that eventually. And he loves to take the dust buster and run it on the floor. Well, that's what he was doing. He had the dust buster and he was under the dining room table and running the dust buster. Well, I don't know why I thought this would be funny, but I took a video of that and I sped it up where he was like moving really, really fast. And I put the tagline on it, "What happens at Grandma's house stays at Grandma's house." Well, apparently somebody thought that was unsafe for him to have a dustbuster running it on the floor under the table. Clearly the video was sped up. He was not doing it that quickly. But yeah, apparently that's violating some child safety thing. But the funny thing is, I went on my alternate account and, oh, hi, Daryl Johnson. Good to see you, sweetie. Oh, hi, Ohio girl to Virginia Beach. Good to see you again. Good to see you, sweetie. I'm missing a lot of people that are popping in here. But anyway, yeah. But what I was getting ready to say, when I went on my alternate account, that video was still there. And so then I started thinking, well, maybe it wasn't that video. And then there was another video of Zion with the nunchucks. And that video was still there. So it was, oh, I know which one it was. I know now which one it was because I don't remember seeing this video. There's a video where Zion is trying to do a backflip, his version of a backflip, and he kind of fell in the floor. That's the video that looked like it was missing. I don't recall seeing that video when I went to look. Well, I was trying to figure out because when I saw that the one of Zion doing the vacuum cleaning, which is the one I thought they took down, they didn't actually take it down. They just tagged it, whatever you call it, with something that said it violated community standards, so I deleted it myself because I don't want that on there. And anyway, I wasn't going to protest it or anything else. I don't care. I don't know what the rule is, how many videos you can have that violate community standards before they take your account, but I doubt that that'll happen again. And if it does, I will probably protest it. But I do think, and then I thought, because there's one of my 15-year-old grandson at a gym with a spotter very safely lifting 200 pounds, I thought that might have been it. But I looked and that video is also still there. Yeah, dustbuster. He's running the dustbuster on the floor because he likes to do that. But anyway, that's the video, because when I was looking through them, I did not see that video of Zion trying to turn a backflip, and he did kind of fall in the floor, but I mean, he was fine. He got right back up. He wasn't like he was hurt. But anyway, so I did get a violation of community standards on the grandma page, believe it or not. And then I thought it may have been the one where Carter was boxing his, whatever you call that, speed bag thing. But I saw that was still there. So anyway, yeah, I know it is kind of silly. But yeah, he could have broken a bone. I mean, he did try to do a backflip and fall in the floor. But anyway. And I guess for that to happen, doesn't somebody have... And you know what? I couldn't figure out why this happened, but there was a period, I don't know, it was probably a couple weeks ago, where every single video that I posted went into review. Every single video was going into review. And I thought, really? What's this about? But see, I didn't go way back in my videos to, I'd never seen that before, so I didn't even know what that looked like. Yeah, kids fall all the time. Yeah, it kind of toughens them up. We don't believe in the sheltering and we're not, Zach, now Whitney, and I shouldn't be talking about Whitney, and I'm not saying anything bad about her, but yeah, Zach's not really a helicopter parent. He believes in, and neither were my parents. We believe in letting kids be kids and kind of experience what they need to experience. And Zach will very jokingly say, well, you know, survival of the fittest. But anyway, yeah, so guess we won't be doing, because, you know, Carter does gymnastics. I'm surprised they didn't take one of Carter's wrestling videos down. I'm surprised that wasn't something that they thought was not safe for children. But I mean, they are wrestling matches, not like wrestling, just kids wrestling. But anyway, so that was one thing I was going to bring up. And I actually made notes. I made notes yesterday because I was having a little trouble. What is this about the Wizard of Oz? Wizard of Oz. Well, I was making notes yesterday because yeah. But I did think it was Lion Vacuuming was the one that they took down, but it doesn't look like that was it. I think it was that one of him turning a flip. And I wrote something about the Wizard of Oz, and I don't remember why I wrote that. Have no idea. But see, I can tell now. Oh, hi Mark. Hi Mark. From England. Thank you for joining us. It's kind of late there, isn't it? Isn't it about midnight where you are? Hi T-Man 14. Thank you for joining us. And I was going to ask you guys, Diane, there's this new TikToker. I think he's pretty new. Hi Joseph Watson. Thank you for joining us. His name is Two-Man, T-O-M-A-N, and then there's 4 numbers after it. And unfortunately, I don't remember the 4 numbers. When he came up, and I hadn't said anything about this, but yeah, 12:50 a.m. That's what I thought. Hello, Joseph. But anyway, his name is Two-Man. Again, T-O-M-A-N. And then there's 4 numbers. And I don't remember, it seems, I can't remember what the 4 numbers were. And I looked at it before I went on to try to remember. And unfortunately didn't write that down. But anyway, Diane, all of his videos are just full face. And he's doing lip syncing very well, actually. And he always has a hat on. He's got black frame glasses. When I saw that kid, I had to stare at it and keep looking at it because he looks exactly like Zach. He even moves his mouth and looks so much like Zach that it is frightening. The only way that I find, and I thought, what did Zach do? Start some TikTok page and not tell us about it? And plus, and then I thought, well, Zach wouldn't lip sync. He would think that's beneath him to lip sync because he is a singer. And then I looked, and Zach has this mole on his chin. Plus, the kid's nose is shaped different than Zach. That's how I finally figured out that it wasn't Zach. What time is it here? It is 7:58. It's 7:58, Mark. And, but yeah. So, anyway, if you guys want to check him out, unfortunately, I was actually going to do a duet with him. And, I don't know how come I did do I did do a duet with him, but I ended up taking it down because I didn't like it. But it was a Matchbox 20 song. But yeah, it's if you put in just TOMAN, and when we get off, I'll try to, because I think you'll like him. He that's all he does though, is he does some songs to duet that you might like to duet with him, Diane. But I am in Kentucky, Mark. Oh, thank you for all those likes, Diane. Thank you so much. And I'll try to duet something of his, and try to get him to come here if he can, so we can give him a shout out. But I love him, and I know, and he's really good, and I just love he's got a style about him that I really love. But of course I would. He looks just like Zach. Oh, you're in London? One of my friends goes to London every couple of months. He has a flat there that his mother left him, and so he goes there, and he always sends my granddaughter Zoe a postcard when he's there. But yeah, that's actually him and his wife are gonna retire there in a year or two. I think he's got a couple more years to work. But yeah, and have you seen Craig yet, Diane? Have you seen? Hi, Mata Kip. Thank you for joining us. But yeah, let's see here. I haven't seen Craig yet. There's Shelly still with us, and Nas, and Stefan's ticker. But yeah, I know Craig was working late. He FaceTimed me earlier and told me that he was about 4 o'clock. Told me he was working late, so I don't know whether he'll make it here or not. And Zach didn't respond to me whether he was going to come or not. Oh, did you send Two Man? Did you? I don't know how do you think you say that? Two Man or Toe Man? Did you send him an invitation? Is that who you meant, Diane? Well, you know what, Stefan, I haven't been out yet to look. I mean, I don't go out much. Oh, Craig. Yeah, he was working late, Diane. So depends on what time he gets home. He'll be here when he gets home. Hi, Miriam. Oh, I can't. Is that right? I can't say. I don't know why I can't say the name. Hi, Sam Johnson. Thank you for joining us. Thank you guys so much for joining us. But and I was going to say something too. I don't know that there's any of the people here from that. But one of the videos that I posted this last week was actually a repost of one of my old videos. And that's part of what I was going to have us talk about last night, and we'll talk about it next week. But interestingly enough, when that video was posted the first time, it got 31,000 views. And oddly enough, I posted that same video again. And I mean, it's been months ago. It was one of my very early on videos. And oddly enough, it has over 30,000 views again. And oh, it's Mario. I can see that now. Thank you, Mario Mad Rush. Thank you, Diane. I don't know why I couldn't see that before. I could not pull Hi, Alicia. Hi there. Thank you for coming. Thank you so much. Oh, for all of you guys who see Alicia D83, that is actually my cousin. And she also lives here in Kentucky. If you guys want to give her a follow, that would be great. Alicia, if you would like people to follow you. And but if you give her a follow, I'm sure she'll follow you back. And while I'm talking about that, if you guys can give my moderators, Mrs. Johnson and D. Shelley Shell. You guys can see the moderator label, right? I've got Mrs. Johnson, and whose name is Diane, and then I've got D. Shelley D. Oh Lord, hi Daryl. Hi Daryl Johnson. Good to see you too. And I know Shelley is still here, but anyway, you guys can find her. And I also have Nazar, whose name is actually Naz. Hi Snow Garden. Hi there. Oh, there's D. Shelley Shell. She's here. So if you guys could give my moderators a follow, that would be great too. Would appreciate it. And my cousin Alicia. Hi. Ooh, Tantel. Hi, Tantel from New Jersey. Thank you so much for joining us. And James Anderson, thank you for joining us. Good to see you all on a Friday night. And Alicia, you're not here very often, but I'm not usually on Friday nights. I'm usually on Thursday nights. But I don't know if you talked to your memo or not, but I had a little mishap last night and had to exit my live in a hurry. But yeah, I know you usually are working on Thursday nights, don't you? You usually work on Friday nights too, don't you? But yeah, so, and I'm a little more a little calmer than I usually am. I'm trying to behave, but I am drinking some coffee, Diane. But I drank the coconut water all day. Last night, Alicia, I had to go to ER. Oh, thank you, Stefan Ticker. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. If you want to check them out, my videos actually are phasical. If you go down, I don't know, the last couple of months, they're all mostly going to be lip syncing videos. Before that, I never did lip syncing videos. I did other various things and videos with my grandchildren and things like that. So if you go past the lip syncing videos, you'll probably find some more interesting ones, because lip syncing ones, although some of them I like a lot, they get a little boring after a while. So I'd scroll down out of that phase. And you might find some more interesting stuff. There's also, I do montage videos, and there's also a lot of them that are clips from my lives. Yeah, I know, Diane. That's why I can't stop doing them. They're too much fun. And it's also, I don't mean easier, because they're not easy to do. To get them just right is not easy. But the material, you don't have to think up material. It's right there. Wow, are we having that many again tonight? Because last night was, I believe if we'd have stayed on last night, we'd have had some ruckus. There's BJ telling me to get off TikTok. Shelly, BJ just sent me a text that said, "Get off TikTok, you're sick." Oh, there's Brad. Hi, sweetie pie. Oh, it is Thursday, Brad. What are you talking about? Have you lost track of days? Well, if you'd have been here last night, you would have known why we are on again tonight. Or, I sent you, didn't I send you the promo for tonight? And I do have to say, I don't know if you thought this, Diane. I don't think you would tell me if you did think it. That singing video, what happened is I was watching a documentary about Leonard Skinner, and I had never heard that song before. I Need My Friends Around, or whatever it was. I'd never heard that song before, and I thought, that's perfect. That's what I'm going to use for my special Friday Night Live promo. And It looked fine to me when I posted it, but then when I went back and saw it, it's a little off. I mean, not the lip syncing isn't off, but I'm singing that song. I look like I'm in pain. Oh, I was trying to be a blues singer. Apparently that would be painful for me. But anyway, I have probably 10 versions of it. I may take that down and use one of the other versions because I'm not a fan of that one. Hi, Abby. Is that my cousin Abby? I can't tell by the picture. I have a cousin Abby too. Very appropriate. Oh, you think it was appropriate for the song? Well, it would have been appropriate for the song if it didn't immediately jump to me smiling. Oh. Mario Mad Rush 22. Yes, Brad, I didn't mention it, but I did notice that you changed your profile picture. I didn't even recognize you. We do have a lot of cousins, don't we, Alicia? It's like, I think around here, in this part of the country, I don't think you can throw a rock without hitting one of our cousins. Or around here. Now, Alicia's doesn't live where I live, but around here, you go into a store because I look so much like my mother and my aunts, and I cannot name a random Pele. That's the only soccer player I can think of. Actually, there was a player for the Columbus Crew a goalie for the Columbus Crew that was one of my customers when I sold Mercedes-Benz, but I don't remember his name. Anyway, Brad, what was I saying? What was I saying to you about your profile picture? Well, I have no idea. I don't even know what I was talking about. What was I talking about, Diane? Yes. Oh, thank you, Alicia. Thank you. She knows. It's exactly right. If I go into a store or something, which I haven't done now for, a year and a half, people will come up to me and say, I don't know which one of them you are, but you're one of those Hamiltons. And I actually wasn't a Hamilton. That was my mom's maiden name, and Alicia's Memaw's maiden name. And, yeah, the Hamiltons are very well known around here. I was actually Beckham. There you go, Brad. Good job. I wish I could remember. I actually had a customer who was a goalie for the Columbus Crew, and I do not remember what his name was. And then we had another soccer player, too, that was one of our customers. Several of them, actually, and I don't know any of their names. So, Pele's the only one I can think of. But, anyway. Hi, Wish Boomerang. And who is this? Ram Jib Hatta. Ram Jib Hatta. That's what I'm getting. Hi there, sweetie. Thank you for sending me those likes, too. That was very nice. Very nice. But I know what I was getting ready to say about that video that I posted, that one I posted this week that got 30,000 views. Well, that was a repost, and I didn't think that much about it when I reposted it, but in it, it says, whatever it says, hit that follow, hit that like, give me a tap, 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 comment, share, copy, link, and I'll do the same for you. Well, I won't be able to follow you. And now I did pin a comment in that video that says that I will not be able to follow you back. Now, I was able to follow about 35 people back, but there's like 1,200 comments, and I don't know how many people followed me from there. I can tell you that my followers went up from 13,000 200 or 300 to like 15,600 or whatever it's at now. So there was a couple of thousand people that followed me from that video. And that's actually something that's what I wanted us to talk about last night, that we'll talk about next week, because I did a study. I actually was doing a study, and this will give you a little teaser so you'll be here next week. But I did a study by reposting that video, and then I reposted the video that it was about, because what the one is about is a story about my grandson after one of my other videos blew up. And anyway, I also reposted that video, but I made some alterations for it, made some alterations to it as an experiment, and I think it's telling me something. And I came to some conclusions by reposting those videos and then going back and what brought this up, what actually caused me to do that, Diane and Brad and whoever else is listening to me, was I was on Smurfette's live, because Smurfette, I know you guys know her, Smurfette does a live every Monday night at 9 o'clock, and I was on her live, and she brought up how quickly, because Smurfette was with me from, her and I were friends from the beginning, and anyway, she brought that up on her live about how fast I grew the account, because I went to 10,000 followers in 55 days. And she brought up, there was some story about your grandson. I said, yeah, there was. And that's why, the main reason I reposted that video is because she brought that up. And then after I reposted it, I started kind of studying that a little bit. And thank you. I couldn't see who sent me those roses, but thank you very much. Hi, Leo. Thank you for joining us. But anyway, I made some discoveries that I'll share with you guys next week, because I'm a little weak, and I don't really want to start going into that tonight, but we'll do that next Thursday night, because there's some things for people who really want to grow their accounts. I have some things that you can do that I've learned from some of because when I first started on TikTok, I was doing a lot of market research and studying it, because any of you that have been here any length of time know that I said from the beginning that I had a goal of 10,000. I wanted to get to 10,000, and I wasn't going to go live until I got to 10,000. And because my thing for going on TikTok too is I wanted to do lives. I had a whole different concept of how the lives were going to be, because I was going to have guests, and I have, musician friends and family members, and I was going to do that, and then COVID kind of shifted into high gear, and didn't get to do any of that. Haven't gotten to do any of that, mostly because of COVID. Yeah, so maybe eventually I will get to do it, because I wanted to have it like the Tonight Show and have guests, and they wouldn't have been celebrity guests, but it was like what I did the week before last with my Aunt Mildred, when I did the live from her house, and my Aunt Mildred was my guest. That's kind of what I was thinking. But anyway, that's what Smurfette and I were talking about, because the one thing I'll say is how I got to 10,000 so quickly is I launched a full-scale campaign, and then I got lucky. I got lucky with a couple of videos getting a lot of views and a lot of people following me from them, and so that helped me get there too. But then what happened is all of those people who were my friends, they all started helping me, and Diane, you were one of them. You were one of the people that posted that did that one of those shout out videos and sent people to follow me. You and Moto Gator and Country Kev. And a bunch of people did that. Nas also did that. And so that, you know, there's a little tip for you. Get your friends to help you. Oh, read my comments. Why am I reading comments? How far do I need to go back and read comments? Okay, I'm sorry. I made the decision to finish what I was talking about, Mr. Smarty Man. Why am I always arguing with you? Let's see here. Fall coming to Kentucky, and I'm going to say this to Stephan again. I am going to go for a drive next week and try to do a driving video. No, Craig, I know. Okay, that was old. There's Alicia. I don't think you would drop dead. I'll tell you what would make you drop dead is trying to respond to all the comments. And because of what that video says, I have to go to every single one of those people's page who commented and liked and commented. I got to go to every one of their page and watch and like and comment their videos. So I got a lot of work to do. I've got a lot of it done, but it'll take me because what keeps happening. Oh, I get it, Mario. I get it. I'm just going to call you Mario. Okay? Is that all right? But anyway, did that, talked about that, saw that. I'm staying hydrated. Did somebody do something about this person? Is this person blocked? Okay. Yeah, got that. Got that. Thank you, Mario. I just read that comment. Thank you. Oh, Brenda, I see, Shelley. I see what you said. Oh, yeah, Brad, I see that. You probably still were. I don't know what that means. You noticed I changed. Yes, I did. And I'm so in love. I see that. Have too many cousins to keep track of. You got tired of looking at that old dude. Oh, is that picture of you a young picture? I'm going to have to pull that up when I get off of here. Man, random soccer player. Brad. Yep, that's what they say, Alicia. I responded to that. Brad's pick. Beckham. Oh, very cool. I see that, Brad. That picture was taken after a rugby game in Belgium. And you still have all your teeth. And Diane saying, wish I had. And Brad says he wish he was still in the service. And somebody else made another. Okay, why was I supposed to read the comments, Brad? Robert Murphy, I don't know why you're commenting tongue. Hi, Crystal. Diane, you do a lot of shout outs. You absolutely. Hi, 420 Mom. Hi, sweetheart. Thank you for joining us. Hi, Holler72. Hi, sweetie. Thank you for coming back on a Friday. We're not usually here on Friday. But have a happy Friday to you, even though it's almost gone now. But, yeah. I was looking at my watch, but I don't know. I don't think Craig or Zach or anybody's coming, but, you know, we did fine. It wasn't bad, actually. Do you think it was bad. We didn't have a lot. We had a few, but not a lot. So that wasn't too bad. Oh, you've been in hotel working on paving a toll road. Oh. Hi, Big Tank. Just 3, yeah. And there was one before you guys got here that I took care of, and then I think Shelly took care of one. But, yeah, not bad. I'm going to tell you what, I can tell you this. If we would have stayed on last night, we would have been swarming. Because I was getting ready to say this earlier. When I looked at the analytics, sometime today I looked at it. I'm calling it morning. It was probably more like about 1 o'clock in the afternoon when I actually got up. Hi, James Gilmartin. Hi, sweetie. Good to see you. You said you were going to try to make it this week. Thank you so much for coming. But anyway, in that 15 minutes that we were on, there was way over 500 people that came through here. And there was one period, because you know how when you look at it and it tells you what's the highest number of people that you had on all at one time. And you know how we usually are. We usually have 15, 16 people. I think the tops that we've had is maybe 25 people on all at once. And last night we had 97 people on at the same time last night. That's why it was so kind of hectic. Hi, let me see if I can see your name. Yeah, my eyes, I'm telling you. I am so sorry. I'm looks like Sari from Scotland. Hi, Cowboy Mafia. Hello. Good to see you. I sent you a personal invitation. Actually, no, did I send you a personal invitation for tonight? I don't know if I did or not. I think I did. But thank you for joining us. And we're not going to talk about the topic that I mentioned in my promo for last night. We're going to... Oh, good. Thank you, Siri, for telling me that I got that right. Your comments are getting ghosted? What does that mean? What are you talking about, Brad? Am I not reading your comments? Good grief, Gracie. Read your comments. I was still... Oh, you... Okay, got you. You were still in the service when you were in Belgium. Got it. And you went to a soccer game in Belgium. I got it. Is that what you wanted me to see? Or the profile picture? Because I acknowledged the profile picture. Who else is here? I'm glad that I sent you a personal invitation, Cowboy Mafia. Oh, you played rugby in Belgium. Yeah, I didn't get that. Wow. That was when you were in the service and you played rugby in Belgium and you still have all your teeth. But Diane doesn't. And actually, neither do I. Hi, Williams Robert. Greetings to you too. Oh, 420 Mom, I haven't been on your FYP lately. Well, that's unfortunate. Oh, I wonder why. Comments are not showing. Oh, did he... did I miss a question of where am I from? Oh, not all the comments are coming through. And what are you saying yay about, Cowboy Mafia? And yours got knocked out by an 86-mile-an-hour fastball. Oh, I'm not going to talk about how mine came out. Oh, okay. Good idea, Diane. Good idea. Oh, Lubbock, Texas. I actually lived until I was about 8 years old in Texas. We lived in Waco, Killeen, and San Antonio, or right outside of San Antonio. Yeah, Brad, try that if you haven't already. Yeah, my dad was in the military. He was stationed at Fort Hood. That was when we lived in Waco, I think. And hi, Sylvia. Hi there. But yeah, but my family is from Kentucky, and I was born in Kentucky. But I really didn't live here until about 5 or 6 years ago because my dad was in the military. I got it all. Did I finally? There's Moto Gator. Hi, Ricky. So good to see you. Yeah, we need to give him a really warm welcome. He hasn't been. You were here last week though. I am actually on tonight, Ricky, because we didn't get to stay on very long last night, and so I decided that I would go on tonight to kind of give people who were here an update. But yeah, I am so glad to see you. We've missed you. And now here Zach isn't here again. He'll be very disappointed. I see, Ricky, I lure Zach here by saying, Moto Gator was there last week and you weren't there. And he's like, dang, because he was out in the woods, is that what I think that's what he calls it. I think he says he's out in the woods when he's hunting. But, yeah. But anyway, we were, what were we talking about? Well, we were talking about videos, and one of my videos actually was cited for violating community standards. Now, I would understand if it was one of my bad lip syncing videos, I could understand them citing that, but it was actually a video of Zion that I got what is it called when you get that? When it gets cited. Does anybody know what that's called? Yeah, they took down one of my videos and gave me a violation of community standards. It was a video, I'm pretty sure it was a video of Zion turning a making his attempt at turning a backflip because it violated something about child safety rules. Because I guess he could have been hurt turning that very bad backflip that he turned. So I guess you can't do that. At first I thought it was the one of him vacuuming. I know, I am such a rebel. Now they cited me with a violation. So I now have one violation. I don't know how many you get. I know, I am just an outlaw. Wait till Carter comes next time. I'll have him turn a whole row of, because Carter can turn backflips. I'll have him turn a whole row of backflips through the house and video him doing that and see what they do with that. I'm not, Brad, I saw that. I chose to ignore that. I've got a new thing. If somebody asks me something that I don't want to answer, or I think it's none of their business, then I'm not going to answer it. How's that? I sure ain't a Yankee. I've got more violations than you. And your name is Cowboy Mafia. How does that happen? How can I have more violations than Cowboy Mafia when I'm the grandma page? Hey, Brad, Don't you dare be saying things like that. You better delete. Diane, oh, we had this conversation before. You can't delete a moderator's, you can't delete another moderator's comment. You better delete that comment, mister. Yeah, you'll be LMBO. Oh my God. Oh, 'cause you're cool. 'Cause you're cool. Oh yeah, the name Cowboy Mafia. Yeah, that's why you don't have any violations. 'Cause you know people. Yeah. I put my violations right out there for everybody to see, I guess. But anyway. Hi, Boston girl. Thank you for joining us. But anyway. So next week, I'm gonna skip to that. Yeah. I know what I was going to ask people. Have any of you watched, and unfortunately, I think, Diane, I think you know the name of it, the Saints of New Jersey, something Saints of New Jersey. It's the prequel to The Sopranos that's on HBO Max right now. Has anybody watched that? Oh, okay. Fuse lady, if you go to the video, the one where I tell that story about oh, actually I moved them around, so that's not going to be true anymore. Hang on, I won't be able to see comments for a minute, but hang on. I'm actually not kin to the McCoys. I'm actually related to the Hatfields. Believe it or not, I am related to the Hatfields. On my mom's side and my dad's side. But my dad's family, they are actually direct descendants of Devil Anse Hatfield. I think we brought that up before. You saw it and didn't see anything wrong with it? What are you talking about? What are you talking about, Ricky, that you saw and didn't see anything wrong with it? That video of Science to turn it a backflip? I know you did see that. I'm sure you saw it. But wait a minute. I'm trying to tell this person. Diane, could you do me a favor? There was somebody that said they wanted to see the video, the one, oh, hi Sylvia, I didn't even see you before. There was a person, and I'm trying to find them, who Diane asked me, and I was going to ask me, oh, here it is. It's Fuse Lady. Fuse Lady, if you will do me a favor, because it's not as easy for me to tell you where that video is, because I did repost that video, but because I pinned some of them, but it is in the top 5 or 6 videos, and you will find a video. It's the other video where I say, it's a black and white video, and it's one where I say na 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 at the beginning of it, and it's got the little bubbles up at the top with red writing, because that is also a repost. That is the video. That's the one that blew up, and one of my grandsons, actually a bunch of the kids at school were watching that video, because the part that I left out of that story, when I told, because I had to make the story last 1 minute, and anyway, the rest of that story, okay, I got you, Ricky. That's what I thought you meant. But that video is nothing. I have no idea why it got 20,000 something views. But then when I did the video telling the story, and I'll tell you, since you're here, Fuse Lady, I'll tell you the rest of that story that wasn't included because I only had a minute. That was before we had 3-minute videos. I was actually on the phone with my daughter that afternoon, and they live in Ohio, I live in Kentucky, when my grandson Peyton came home, and he was in a huff, and he asked my daughter who she was talking to, and she told him she was talking to Grandma, and he said, "Tell Grandma to get off of TikTok before I have to kick every kid in school's butt." Because what had happened is while he was at school, you know that little thing that I'm doing at the beginning of the video where I do that na thing? Well, that's actually what I say when one of the kids like are getting ready to touch something they're not supposed to touch or do something they're not supposed to do. That's the sound I make. I go na. And so when Peyton was at school that day, he kept thinking that he heard me saying na. And he couldn't figure out where it was coming from. Well, then a little later in the day is hi, Smiles. A little later in the day is when the kid came up to him and showed him his phone and said, "Hey, you got to see this funny old lady on TikTok." And when Peyton looked at it, that's when he said, "Dude, that's my grandma." And he was angry because he found out all these kids have been watching that, and he thought they were making fun of me. And I told him, I said, "Peyton, they're supposed to laugh. It's supposed to be funny." Well, he didn't like it. He didn't like, because he thought they were making fun of me, which actually I'm sure they were. But that was okay. And, but anyway, yeah, so that was kind of the rest of that story that I couldn't fit into 1 minute. But, yeah. But so all the other video is just me saying, I can actually do it for you. I'll do it right here. I'm fine, Smiles. Yeah, taking up for his grandma. He actually said, "If you don't get off TikTok, I'm going to have to kick every kid's in school's butt." But anyway, what I do, all that video is, the one that blew up that I was talking about, is me saying, no, don't scroll. I know I'm old, but don't scroll. I need you to hit that follow, hit that like, give me a tap, comment, share copy link, and I'll do the same for you. And guess what? If I like your content, I may watch 10 or 12 of your videos, because guess what? I'm old. I got nothing else to do. That's all the video was. The one that blew up, but I reposted that too. You got to work on Saturday again, Brad? Well, I will see you. Well, guess what? That's where Craig is. Craig's at work too. But anyway, if you guys don't mind, thank you, Smiles. Thank you. I'm glad you love my videos. Oh, yeah, I'm familiar with that. Yeah, you saw that one? Yeah, I did repost it, and I had to put some disclaimers because unfortunately I can't follow people back now because I'm at the max, and so I'm making promises I can't keep. And that's why in the second one, and I didn't think about that when I reposted that first one, because I just did that because somebody asked to see it. I had no idea that it would get 30,000 views again. And that's actually one of the conclusions that I came to about something. Anyway, I think, Diane, talk to you later, sweetie. If you do a live in the morning or something, if I'm awake, Craig usually wakes me up if he sees your live on, so I end up coming late to the party. But anyway, thank you, Smiles, for sending me those likes. And Diane has called time on me 13 minutes ago because they are working tonight when I'm not even supposed to be on. And Ricky, I'm so glad you got to come at least for a little while. And I'll see you guys on TikTok, and let me do my thing since I didn't get to do it last night. I'm going to do my thing here of how I want this to be your favorite TT show on Thursday night and one time only on Friday night. And I will see you all next week. Same time, same station, only on Thursday night. Love y'all. Have a good weekend. Love you. And thank you, Diane, Naz, and Brad, and Shelly, and Moto Gator, all my moderators who showed up for me tonight. Thank you all. Love you so much. Bye-bye.